Yeeps Hide and Seek is a game that you can make friendships in, build in with friends, and most importantly, play multiplayer online with friends in. And the game is mostly known for its friendliness and likability. But not every game is safe without its eeriness or creepiness or horror aspects to it. Even if it's not officially in the game, anyone can make a horror related topic with the game, like Minecraft with Herobrine, Fortnite with its eerie photos and live events, Gorilla Tag with PvP. Every game has its own different eeriness, I could say. And I think it's time that someone goes down the rabbit hole. Welcome to the dark side of Yeeps Hide and Seek. Enjoy. First off, I think I'm going to start with the most well known things and then go to the more irrelevant side of things. The hacker is a shadowy figure, pretty well known in the Yeeps community as Empty. This guy has like that Mother from Treasure Island vibe going on, where he has the rings as their eyes and the black shadowy void around them. And I know this guy's giant, and it's a really big, like, conspiracy, but this is mostly fake. It's very obviously fake. I know there's screenshots, and it's very obvious looking. But have you never thought about either Photoshop or the more important thing, glitches? If you don't know, when the game launched up until a more recent patch in the grappler update stage, they added a thing where basically when you remove a block, the shadow disappears. Which might sound stupid, yeah, that's obvious, that's gonna happen. But before, sometimes the shadow wouldn't remove, it would stay there. And if you stood in that shadow, boom, your character would become pitch black with only your eye rings showing up, since your pupils are black, and the green is a color, so it would hide. And plus, it's very easy to just remove that green. You just use the eyedropper tool on the black and use the bucket tool on the green. Very simple. And this glitch can very easily cause this thing to happen. And that's most likely why this thing is, well, more like empty, is truly empty. It's nothing. It's just a fake hoax. And it can keep going. There's no problem with that. But it's going to get out of hand because people are going to say, oh, I know who empty is. And it's going to be like a Gorilla VR GT type of situation. So yeah, this thing isn't real. Empty isn't real. The hacker isn't real. And that yacht block, which we're going to talk about next, is not his doing. And we're going to talk about whose doing it is right now. The yacht block, well, more well known as the hacker block, is pretty ominous, but it's obviously not empty. A random player by the name of Empty can't just bring in a block like that. Oculus usernames is how Yeeps makes your actual username a username. They use the Oculus username of your player, and that's how they give you a cosmetic for rating the game and stuff like that, because it has your Oculus username, so it's easier to give you stuff in game. So it's pretty weird how a hacker would put this in, and it's most likely just another cheese block situation. I'm a Rainbow made a video very similar to the new video he made with Brody, talking about where the yacht block came from, but instead talking about where the cheese came from a couple weeks ago. And that was obviously just the developers. It came from the developers putting it in the game, and if you've ever played a game by the name of Forsaken AR, it's very similar to that game. When a developer gets their own skin in Forsaken AR, they give it to one person and they let that person send it out to a bunch of random people. Then when these people get that skin, they can send it out to more people. That those people unlock that skin, and then it keeps going like that. But instead, in this case, it's a block that goes on and on and on, and it's not bannable. People keep saying it's bannable, but a block that the developers put in the game that is most likely going to get shared around is not bannable unless the developers actually take action, which they hasn't happened yet, so it's most likely not a bannable offense. But yeah, This block is busted. It's not really a real secret. It's just developers having fun. If they want to add a GigaChat Sigma update, they can add a Giot block to the game. No one's stopping them. It's their game. And yeah, so now that we've talked about the most important things, let's talk about the most secretive thing that isn't real, but literally made me shiver. Let's talk about what I like to call the greeter. If you go on YouTube right now and search up Yeeps Ghost, one of the first shorts that shows up will be Yeeps' first ghost with a question mark at the end, and it'll have around 700 views at the time of recording this video. In the video is a super fucking eerie image of a Yeep, and it is really eerie. It reminds me of those old FNAF hoax photos from like 2019 to 2023, and it's terrifying. It's really eerie. This is what empty should have been. It most likely is just a photoshopped image, but it's so creepy. Also, I guess an honorable mention can go out to guest player. I don't know. It's a really goofy ghost in a random short that has more views than this really eerie short that should have more views. And for some reason, that short also says people who know. I don't know what that is, but you know. But yeah. Before this video fully ends, I just want to go back over everything and I want to give some honorable mentions to certain people in the community. I want to start off with the honorable mentions and just get that out of the way. First of all, honorable mention and huge shout out to Panda Yeeps for the amazing inspiration for this video. I've always wanted to do something like this with a certain YouTube channel, but I haven't actually gotten to it yet. I'm still working on the video and I've been working on it for 3 months now, but I just gave a little break on it because of Yeeps Hide and Seek and how much it has changed my life. So yeah, huge shout out to Panda Yeeps. His channel will be in the description down below. You can go watch his video. And that's where the most inspiration for this video came from. Also, huge shout out to everyone making videos on this new ghost in Yeeps. I really hope people start making a video on this like eerie Yeep. I'll have the photo video, like the video that originated this photo, in the description down below. Again, I also want to give a shout out to 2Lollipop VR, which is actually the person who originally posted the photo on YouTube, and he's the person that I found the photo out from. He does a lot of eerie stuff, and yeah, he's cool. I don't know, his images have his videos have this kind of like eerie aspect, and sorry for taking 6 years to pronounce that one word. Yeah, his videos have an eerie style. I don't know. They kind of have this weird, like, glitchy style, and it's kind of cool. So, yeah, without further ado, thanks for watching. And that was the dark side of Yeeps Hide and Seek.